Today's episode is brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook, only the top-rated sportsbooking app in all of North America. I mean, we know, safe, secure, and the most important thing, just like the homie Deke, reliable, baby. You gotta be reliable, all right? And we got something exciting this year. So usually, we had the OG promo code for the OG listeners. Y'all know what that was, but the new one, oh, you starting it up with that $5 deposit, right? But you getting 250 in bonus bets along with, Deke, you gonna like this one, 1 month of NFL plus premium on the squad, man. Shout out to DraftKings, all right?
Man.
Shout out to DraftKings. This is a simple concept. The promo code is MOATS. You download the app, put the promo code in, initial $5. Then from there, you're receiving 250 in bonus bets that you might use for anytime touchdowns. We know the games are going on this week, so we're going to be excited about it. But you also can get a chance to lock in and follow your squad, man, with 1 month of that free NFL Plus Premium, man. So shout out to the homies over at DraftKings. And I also know at times, just like myself, you can run out of control, all right? And the moment gets a little bit too big for you. Well, when that happens, you got to look into your resources, okay? Sometimes you might have a gambling problem, need some help. For those that live in New York, you know it's the number that you can call. But for everybody else, the digits to dial are 1-800-GAMBLER. I said 1-800-GAMBLER. Because shout out to the homie Jeremy Fowler. Initially, rocking with us on that Steelers rock out beat report style, but now he's obviously big wigging the ESPN National. But he did just report officially 12 minutes ago that one of our team captains, the guy by the name of Cam Heyward, the 6-time Pro Bowler, did officially just agree to a 3-year deal worth $45 million with $29 million in new money and $16 million fully guaranteed. So shout out to the homie Killer Cam. Obviously, we know he's 35, so the 3-year extension will have him under contract till 38. I like it. So, yeah, man, how you feeling about the new deal, man? To Killer Cam. Shout out to the homie getting that new money, too, man.
Looks good to me.
Man.
Sounds about around the number we were talking about that would make sense for him. Not the 25 million per that would have put him up in like the top 5 defensive tackle, nose tackle range. 3 years, 45 million. That's 15 per year.
It's clean,
I don't know
man.
how this is all getting orchestrated with the new money and you know what I mean, all that. Like what portion of it goes to the cap hit now versus next year and the years following. But just on the surface here, 3 years, 45, 15 per. I'm completely fine with that. And if Cam can get back this year to old Cam, then he's outplaying that contract.
100%.
Although,
man.
I don't know how this is gonna work either. Too, like, cause his cap hit wasn't it 20? It was at like 20 something plus for this year. So maybe that takes his cap hit down. Either way, like if we got a vintage Cam Heyward season, he's outplaying the contract already. And then if he can age and be like a Jerome Bettis for us, like Jerome Bettis was for those that Super Bowl run in like 04 and 05 and everything. If he could be that guy for us on defense. Nice rotational piece with some of the young dudes, and I think that'll be worth it.
Yeah. And
for like those last 2 years,
Well, and I also kind of look at it from an organization standpoint too. They only are guaranteeing the 16 million, right? So in theory, you're just guaranteeing another year on that deal, right? If we're saying, man, 15 years, 16 mil per, you know what I mean? So it's like the Steelers, even though the number is bigger in terms of the 3 for 45, 29 million in new money, the only guarantee portion is just 16 mil. So for the Steelers, they're going to still feel like they have an out if Cam can't return back to form. We know last year he dealt with the injuries, had the multiple surgeries. That was a reflection on the stats, right? But prior to last year, he went back-to-back double-digit sacks, was an all-pro and everything like that. So up until last year, he had been aging like a fine wine, and we both agreed he was outplaying the contract that a lot of us were a little bit skeptical of at the time when he initially signed it. So to me, man, if he can stay healthy and just get back to what he was a year ago, then yeah, man, we have house money. And now the organization, in another year can figure out, man, how do we get more guaranteed or what do we want to do with that? But I think at least you buy yourself time. Yeah, it buys you time. If he doesn't work out, the Steelers have an out. If he does work out, the Steelers still don't feel like we're forced or locked into this. So I think on both sides, I like the deal, man. I think it's a good move, man.
Omar Khan, man.
Shout out to the
Does
con
it
man,
again.
bro. Con man getting active, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
he ain't making a deal he doesn't want to do.
now that's facts, man. If y'all digging Cam Heyward getting that new extension, that new money, and all food being on the homie, y'all hit that like button one time for the coach, and don't forget to subscribe. A shout out to Killer Cam, new money. Love to see that, man. Love to see it. Yeah, Omar in his bag lately, bro. Omar is not, he ain't playing no games, man.
Yeah, if Cam just started off the conversation with these type of numbers, I don't think anyone would have
It
been
changes everything.
debating whether or not he deserves an extension. If this was always what he was going to be willing to sign, then it's just a nice little deal for both sides. I think everything you laid out
But now my other thing was
gives him some added, a
hey
little, I guess,
God,
added
come on.
security. Gives him a little extra money in his pocket, which he
Hey,
deserves. But then, yeah, if it ain't working out, the Steelers have their outs. That's what it looks
man.
like to me right now as we sit here, like knee jerk react. Like it's I don't know, solid move.
Let them get them outs with it, man. It is just like crazy though, because earlier today, man, you were seeing the reports where it was looking like it was going the opposite direction. They were saying it doesn't sound like they're going to get a deal done. It doesn't seem like they're close to, being able to finalize the extension. Maybe this is Cam's final season. Maybe he won't be a one helmet guy. But now, a couple hours later to have the shift in the reports be that he does get the deal done. And it's a number that makes sense, at least from the organization standpoint. Hopefully for Cam, he feels good about it. It makes good sense to him. I mean, 16 mil fully guaranteed. We ain't tripping on that part. So, that's a dope situation for the homie, man. But like I said, man, I just like it across the board. I think it's a good business, man. And keep my dude in one jersey, man. Don't have his Pro Football Reference having, 30 different uniforms and numbers up there, man. Give him some integrity. All right. Cam got integrity in this league, man.
That's right.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, that's the other thing about this. He's meant to be a Steeler for life.
Nah, facts, man. It's Kelly
He's
Cam,
meant to
man.
be.
It's Cam.
And I mean, there is a world where he does play this contract out and very well. Like that he could come back this year and be a top 5 guy again, top 10 guy. Now I don't know if he stays a top 5 guy for the last 2 years of this deal, but could he still be in that top 10 range, top 15, top 20 range for the last 2 years? Sure. And then that would still make the contract worth it. But even if I don't know, even if the Steelers don't feel that strongly that he can keep it up, we could just get out of it then.
Yeah. Like you said, and that's the flexibility. When I saw that just the 16 was guaranteed, but everything else is kind of just numbers
Yeah, is
that
that
are out there.
16 just for this year then?
That's what I was trying to figure out, because I'm like, if that's the case, then all you did was essentially just guarantee this year and push the can down for the other years with the kind of like show money, right? The 29 new money, $45 million deal. It's like all I saw was the 16 mil is fully guaranteed, but it doesn't say if that was guaranteed at signing or if that's going to be split up over the 2 seasons or however long, you know what I mean?
Right.
But at least we know that's officially going to be the dead money that the Steelers going to be on the hook for, the 16 mil that's fully guaranteed. After that, it's just depending on, if they keep on the active roster and stuff like that going forward. But yeah, I'm like, if it's just for this year, well then shoot, all you did was just give them just this year guaranteed. But if it's in addition, then at least this year and next year he has guaranteed money on that contract. So that's the part that we're waiting on. Obviously, this was 17 minutes ago, so it's still freshly coming out right now in terms of the details
there's
of
nothing
it.
on Spot Rack yet.
Yeah,
I checked.
Yep. And I literally had to go to the Twitter to even find, the details that much of the deal, man, because even like you said, when you're Googling it, they still hadn't even updated it to that extent just yet, man. But I think, like I said, that's gonna be an interesting part. If it's just this year is the 16 mil that's fully guaranteed, think next year we kind of in the same convo. But if it's next year where that 16 is fully guaranteed, like I said, then he's locked in at least for this year and next year.